I said, and we live.
It's Marina Box,
And yes, we here again. Did you miss me? Yeah.
It's ready to box, I'm blocking the cops, I'm ready to lock and load. Let the truth be told. So check out this episode, hitting you with the raw facts. So who be getting a jaw cracked if you ain't got the knowledge of the sweet spine.
Fall back.
Call it bluff, the quick to screen, pull up, fool. You have some goals in the whole school, from inside your living room.
Yeah.
Making the news for the sake of raising the kids, changing narratives, what propaganda. Stay told, let's talk boxing. No job,
No gossip.
You want the facts, get it first.
From Bernie the Boxer.
The mother podcast trash, you'll never be hotter. Cause spread the rumors, up in the news for power.
Lying to yourself. You gotta eat, sleep.
Read this to understand.
If you ain't, you ain't in.
Genuine boxing fan. Get your news from the source. Not these fools popping off about who can be who doing what in the sport. Never felt the pain from the rain brawls in the wars.
Man.
Or accolades, even though what they report is false. Listen, dog, all your favorite fighters' belts coming off and they coming home with us.
Just agree to log on.
Let's talk boxing. No job, no gossip. You want the facts, get it first.
From Bernie the Boxer.
The mother podcast trash, you'll never be hotter. Cause spread the rumors, rules, up in the news for power.
Yeah. Yeah. To the Bernie the Boxer podcast show. Okay. You know who it is. You know what it is. It's yours truly. It's Bernie the Boxer. I say, did you miss me? Come on, man. Want to give a super shout out to my boy Steve Penn, as always, for that lovely introduction song, man. Couldn't do it no better. You understand? Appreciate you, Steve. Yes, sir. I see you in the chat, man. Everybody we got in the chat, Tremaine Bowman, Chillville, Mac World, Hope 575, Luke Colazzo, got DT. I got my boy trolling me down there, calling me Spitbuck and Bernie. Shout out to you, boy. Appreciate you. You understand? If you ain't doing nothing, if they ain't hating, you ain't doing something you ain't doing. All right, that's whatever they say. Okay, like I said, you know who it is. You sure truly is Bernie the Boxer, man. We're gonna talk some boxing, man. Like I say, happy Sunday. You know, happy Sunday. I gave you guys a late. Usually I go on Sundays, but I usually give you a full warning a little bit before that. I had 30-minute warning because I went on a church function, didn't know if I was gonna be able to come on tonight, and like I say, but I got to sitting around bored, hyped up from the church trip, and said, man, what's it's a little bit time I can go forget it. You know how my people is, they rock with me, so I give a little 30-minute notice, and if you don't catch me on the replay, you understand? Okay, Kenny Boxing, what's up? You know who it is. Yeah, it's okay. So listen, man, look, boxing. We had a hell of a weekend this weekend of boxing. I mean, that's why you got to keep watching. It's just like, when you're young, what he say on the Bronx Tale, you never want to go home too early because you don't want to miss nothing. Listen, you got to keep watching no matter how much stuff we talk about boxing, no matter how much, we talk a lot of trash about boxing. But like I said, you got to keep watching. Because it's a fight and anything can happen in a fight. You never know. One day you're down here, next day you're up here. One day you're up here, next day you're down here. And listen, this was some hell of a fights this weekend. I want to give a huge congratulations for everybody that fought this weekend. I was impressed with all the fights. I was impressed with the undercard fights. The undercard fights, all them women, them girls could fight. They had one fight, two fights. The Dubois girl, the real boxing, man, them girls was boxing. All them girls that won, they boxed really good. And a good upside for the women boxing. I was impressed with their technique, with the action that they brought, with the smart, they was using their mind in there, man. I was impressed. I'll tell you, I was truly impressed with the whole card, with the women card. And, of course, they had the more, the big, I'm just impressed with everything. Caleb Plant knocked Darrell out. Beautiful. Oh, man. Tay Wilder knocked old boy out. And so, listen, we're going to break all that down. So we're going to start from the bottom to the top. So, like I said, we went from, beautiful night of boxing. Of course, you had Devin Haney retain the undisputed middle lightweight championship. Excuse me. Slow down, Bernie. He won, defended the lightweight championship last night against George Kambosos. We had Michaela Mayer with what's her name, with baby girl Baumgardner. For the unified 130-pound championship. And then we had Clarissa with Savannah Marshall. Them was top billings. But like I say, the first girl on the undercard, she can box. The baby girl with 1 or 2 fights, she can box. The girl from Britain, she can box. Dubois can box. Man, them girls was good. I didn't watch the heavier girl. I think she was a 47-pounder, and she was tough. I think she knocked her out, but I really watched Dubois a little bit, and I watched I forgot her name. It's a crazy name, but she looked really good. Now, far as the other ones, yes, Alicia. Listen, Michaela Mary, that's my girl. I love her to death, and I know she's a warrior last night, but girl just did a little bit more, and she pulled the fight out. Alicia, I want to give her a super shout out. You know, she was keyed in for the fight. You could tell that she was definitely amped up and motivated for the fight, which she should, because Michaela Mary is a stiff challenge, huge challenge, top on the pound for pound list, and accomplished, like she said. She didn't put in the hard work. She didn't became unified champion. She was an Olympian, so she been putting in the work. And but like I say, girl, she was just Alicia. She wasn't gonna take no for an answer, and it was a hell of a fight. It was a great fight. She came in with her tactics. I thought she used a great ring generalship. I thought she used, she was real relaxed in there, and it was a hell of a fight. Michaela started to catch her in the middle and started to step to her with her hands up. What I think she should have done more. I think if she'd have kept her hands up more and walked down to her, put more pressure on her, and then start punching her, I think she would have did a little bit better. But, she stopped walking her down and let her girl get some breathing room. And she came up fired after that round 6, boy. And she boxed good. Like I say, she put on a hell of a performance. She deserved it, but I wouldn't mind seeing it again. I don't know, it's definitely she can make an improvement. But that girl going to get better. Michaela, I think she can make some improvements. She can do a couple things that she can do. But it was a hell of a fight. And a girl deserved it. So shout out to Alicia. Let me say. And then, we had Clarissa Shields. Listen, that was a good fight, but I was really impressed with this Marshall girl. I watched a couple of rounds of that fight, an amateur fight, and I thought that maybe Clarissa still won the fight, but can't say I really studied that fight. But from what I seen, it's like she said, she really thought she won the fight. And from what I seen in the clips, I thought Clarissa won the fight. But now, this girl, she didn't got better. That girl, she was almost like a Fury. She fight like Fury. That's what she reminds you of Fury, huh? Oh, man. That what's her name? Marshall? She didn't look like a hard puncher. But that girl was boxing. She had that slip on her. I mean, it was a good fight. That was a hell of a fight. Yeah, I think the fight could have been a draw. They was talking about Clarissa Shields being on the ropes, but Clarissa Shields had great ring generalship in that way too, because she was slipping them punches and looking at that girl and laughing. You understand? So she was definitely in control, and she was fighting off the ropes. So I don't think that hindered her none. And I think, when you watching boxing, like I say, perception can't be everything. You got to be watching what what's going on in that ring. You understand? So like I say, but Clarissa Shields got the decision. And did you watch Baby Girl? She was really because Britain pride themselves on being gentlemen and and ladies and stuff like that. They pride themselves on that. They gonna stick to it no matter what. That's just their motto. And so girl, she wanted. She didn't want to say that. She didn't want to say that. She felt some type of way. You could see it all in her face, but she nevertheless, she held her composure. She gave Clarissa Shields her flowers. And which, like I say, Clarissa Shields fight her normal fight. She goes on the attack. She landed the clean, harder shots. She was very, she was intense in her fight. And, I won't knock her for getting the decision, but I thought it was a hell of a fight. And I think they put on for women's boxing. I think it was, and these girls only going to get better. Pretty soon, these girls going to be hybrids. They're going to be fighting like guys for real. They're going to be cold-blooded. Like I say, you're going to start seeing them get better and better. So like I say, shout out to the girls last night. Huge thing for boxing. It went 1 month. That 1 month was fast. I thought, man, when they said 1 month, I thought forever it was going to be forever, but it came fast, and I had a beautiful Saturday night staying in, watching boxing with my nephew and with my old lady. So like I say, so now what we had in the big fight now, we got the girls out the way, ladies out the way, ladies out the way, ladies out the way. Now we're going to go with the big fella who was the star of the night last night. It was Devin Haney for real. Devin Haney was a star last night. But Caleb Plant showed up and Deontay Wilder showed up. Now, I want to give a super shout out to both of them boys for everything that they did. I think Devin Haney fought a good fight. I thought he did better than he did in the last fight. I thought Kambosos did better in the last fight, even though I didn't really study Kambosos. I just think he did better. I don't know really what he did, but I think he did better. I think Devin did better. He wasn't as sloppy this time. And, so I think he did better. I think he was listening to me or somebody else was in his ear and we was just on same key already, was already telling him. But, if I want to say something about Devin, it was just this too. Giving it the fight, like I say, you are looked at as a prodigy. You are looked at as something as a superstar. You're looking at as a world-class talent or like above. So I got to grade you on that scale, So don't take it personal. But I thought you did better. I watched, like I say, if I had a conversation with some other fellas earlier today, and I was just telling them, like I say, the first round of that fight was picture perfect for Devin Haney. It was picture perfect. He looked composed. He looked within his envelope. He looked at like he was ready for everything that's coming at him. And then after that, it went out the window for a couple rounds, and I think he got it back in round 4. And then after that, he just went back and forth with this guy. Never really controlled the guy. Never really. And I'm not saying in a bad way because Kambosos kind of was not that good, but he was awkward. He was switching. He was kind of awkward. So I give him credit for that. So I won't grade Devin that harshly on that. But like I say, if they say he got a great jab, then he should have used his jab a little bit more. Them wide swinging shots and falling over with the right hand. You understand? He didn't have, but then that's what he do. Them is his money punches, and they landed, But like I say, as far as a complete performance, like I seen him working on the short hook, and it never materialized in the fight. But like I say, Devin did a little bit better in the fight, and I'm looking for, like I say, then in a huge talent pool. And what was it? It wasn't a memorable fight, but he nevertheless put his stamp and claim on the lightweight championship. Like Shakur said, anybody can't say Devin is the man. He the man. He got every belt that you can have in the lightweight division, and he deserved it. He beat the guy that beat the man. He beat the man to beat the man. So he's a lineal champion, and all salute to him and his father for everything that they done. Like I say, and what else can I say about the fight though? I didn't think nothing else much of it. I didn't think much of it. Like I say, he did what he's supposed to do. He did what he's supposed to do. But like I say, the one thing I get rid of him for, like I say, in a moral standpoint or in like I say, when I'm grading, I'm on personal. Like I say, you don't want to be too thirsty in this game, And he looking kind of thirsty because he want everybody's approval. You understand? Instead of having his own approval, He everybody keep talking about he the most disrespected and this and that. Well, like I say, again, it would have been more favorable to him to have them vacate the championship and fight for a vacant title. Now, I noticed the thing too. They talked about him getting knocking that WBC hat off his head. I noticed that right off the rip. And I wish I would have been going live so I could have said something right then. Somebody else brought that to the attention, but he did. He did knock the WBC off. They always quick and rushing, and they always trying to brand somebody with He knocked it off. But you see, Bill kind of saved it because he kept the hat in range where you could see that. I don't know what that was about, but you don't want to mess up the money. I understand. But with that being said, like I say, you got to watch out for yourself. The WBC care about themselves, and that's like I say, that's why you should have threw the belt in the trash anyway. You understand? If you felt like that, if that's the case, like they say, if you feel some type of way because they were saying that they were still calling Kambosos undisputed, even though Devin had the WBC championship. And like I say, being the type of caliber of fella that you is, or at least from my standpoint, I would have wanted to fight for the vacant title. That's what I gave him a lot of more flack about, more than his talent or what he could do as a fighter. It was more about that standpoint. But like I say, the man that won the championship, he got all the belts, all praise to him and what they're going to do. Now, big things happen over there at Caleb Plant and Wooty Wop, man, and Andre Durrell. Man, It was beautiful. It was beautiful. I only seen the knockout, but if you seen the knockout, I mean, Caleb Plant came back in a bad way, and I mean good. You understand? Because Darrell ain't no punk. That Darrell was still a viable fighter. He was in all them fights with Benavidez, and he a tough boy. Darrell got some skills in there. He done been in there with Saki Obika, who very rugged and tough. He done been there with some guys. Darrell's a solid fighter. Darrell's a solid fighter, and Plant is a solid fighter. And Plant, it's a lesson to be learned in that. It's a lesson to be learned in that. It's a lesson to be learned in that. Now, if you watch the sequence, Darrell was already just looking to counter, thinking that man was going to throw one shot. He was trying to counter the counter. He was trying to counter, man, and a boy came up. Bottom top, and caught him up top. Man didn't have his right hand up and went down. It was beautiful. Anthony Darrell shouldn't have no shame in that. It happens. You was in a fight. You was thinking right. You was seeing the punch coming. You was catching. The man doubled up on you. That's what happened in boxing. When you boxing, if you boxing long enough, something gonna happen to you. When you win the fights like that and you in the hots and you hocking punches, things can happen. So don't hang your head on that. Don't hang your head on that. Don't hang your head on that. You were a world champion 2 times. You understand? You was fighting a good fight and things just happened. You just got knocked out. You got caught. It would just happen. But I want to give Caleb Plant a super shout out. I want to give Plant a super shout out. I always liked Plant. I think he's a solid fighter. And, he just lost to an excellent fighter in Canelo. But he showed his grit and right coming back by fighting Darrell. Even though Darrell got a couple losses on his belt, Darrell ain't never been shamed in no fight, and Darrell didn't look past it. And fighting Darrell was a tough in-house. It was a good in-house fight and a tough fight. And like I say, the man come out victorious with a spectacular knockout. Could be knockout of the year. Now, I believe in myself it was a better knockout than Deontay Wilder. Now, if I was Plant, I would go ahead and get in there with Benavidez or Charlo. But I'm staking my claim better on Benavidez because Benavidez kind of be acting like he wants shit and he don't like Plant. So I will go after Benavidez. Plus, you already know it's going to be a hell of a rivalry. Bringing that is backing. And it's going to be a super fight. And it's going to put you in the upper echelon because don't nobody want it with Benavidez. Charlo don't want to be with Benavidez, and neither do Canelo. So ain't nobody too fond of Benavidez. Benavidez still popular. They got him popular over Andre, so I think that'll be the fight I would go into. I would if I was Benavidez. But I can't tell you, like I say, he got it going on right now, but the man is still Canelo, and Canelo crushed him. So where he go from there, keep working. I don't think Canelo gonna vacate the titles. He said he wanted a rematch, but if I would, like I say, I would go ahead and get with one of these guys, knock this guy off, put myself in a big way, and never know. He could look better against Canelo. Might be a little bit, might have to box him a little bit more. I don't know, but you never know. Things happen. Could change the result. So shout out to them. Now Deontay Wilder, for what all it's worth, Deontay Wilder, people love Deontay Wilder. He's not the best accurate boxer, but he knocked people out, and he speaks for the people. He speaks to be a man of the people, and he knocks people out. He fought a great competition with Fury. He did a diplomatic thing, like he said, get a man. Nobody wanted to have nothing to do with him. He was in destitute, on drugs, and the man give him a shot, because he was the lineal champion and he wanted to be lineal champion. Shout out to Deontay Wilder, for fighting that. He wanted to see, like I say, WBC was good, but he knew Tyson Fury was the man, so he wanted to be the man. So he brung him out the depths, out of out the darkness, and bring you back up. Shout out to him for that. Now, he lost them 2 fights. Fought the draw with him, lost 2 fights by stoppage, and still gave a good account of him. Had him on the floor in a couple of them fights, and things happen. It's heavyweight boxing. So he come back last night. He fight this guy Helenius. What's his name? Helenius. Yeah, Helenius. And I think that was a good fight for him to come. I seen him beat Kawanaki. I really like Kawanaki, and he beat Kawanaki twice. I was actually there. He beat him on the undercard when Deontay fought Fury. Okay. But the knockout wasn't devastating. I put that on the title. just because I didn't have nothing to say. I was gonna say, give my afterthoughts of the weekend. But Deontay Wilder popular. So I'll put something up there favorable so people will click it. But not too much. But I'm going to tell you the truth. He did knock that boy out. But was it spectacular? No. It was sloppy and ugly. It was sloppy and ugly. It was sloppy and ugly, and I couldn't believe that was the punch. Cause I didn't get to watch the fight last night. I was kind of tired after watching Devin Haney and, flicking back and forth. I was through with boxing. I went to take a nap. I didn't care. Deontay Wilder, like I say, I ain't a huge fan of Deontay Wilder. I'm not a huge fan of Deontay Wilder. Even though he knocked people out, I give him a lot of credit for fighting Luis Ortiz and stopping Luis Ortiz. I give him a lot of credit, but I ain't no big fan of no Deontay Wilder like that. Far as a boxer, I respect him as a boxer, but I'm not going to go run home to watch no Deontay Wilder. That's the truth. You can go back. I don't care what they say. But he is one of us, so I love him in that aspect. You understand? I ain't trying to, but with boxing, even though it sees color, it's still a ethnic sport at the same time. So I give my support to the brother in all them aspects. Before on the athletics, I'm not favorable to him. Okay, now the fight, the knockout was sloppy and terrible. It wasn't nothing. But can he knock Usyk out if he do? Yes, he can, because he can catch you with a good one of them range bombs and sleep you, But that shit was sloppy and terrible. Deontay Wilder, that wasn't no, he knocked that boy. I don't know how he knocked him out, but the fella was coming for him, and it was a force against force. And he had an eye, though. He did see the man coming, and he did have the good mind to throw that right hand as he was approaching him. And that was good IQ on Deontay Wilder. But it was sloppy and ugly. It was sloppy and ugly. Okay. Now, listen, that's all I got to say about that. I'm going to go with some comments. We're going to talk about this for another 20 minutes. And we're going to get up out of here because, we got stuff to do. It's Monday. You understand? Got to get back to the old slag. Lala D, appreciate you. Mac World, what's good, family? Tim Stoudemire, Chillville, DT. I got the usual suspects in the crowd. And I appreciate you. Donald Banks, Steve Penn. Yeah, man, I appreciate you guys, man. I appreciate you guys. Boss, you still watching the game? Boss watching the game. I'm going all the way to the top. Boy, I got a lot of comments in there. Appreciate everybody in the chin dad. You know who it is. You know what it is. Yours truly is Bernie the Boxer. Okay. Man, I'm trying to get to every comment, too. T. Stotty say, Bernie, what's up, my dog? Appreciate you. Happy Sunday, man. Man, what's up, my boy? T. Washington say, let's go. Tell Bud, don't stop going for greatness. You know he won't. Okay, Tim Stotty says, what's up to Chillville? I love it. Can't wait up. They talking in the chat. Tim Stotty says, Shields making more fights than these men boxers. Cold-blooded. So she is. She throwed her own pay-per-view. She a real pioneer. She a gangster in the sport, man. When they call it a GOAT, like he say, a boxer's greatness not only how to handle itself inside the ring, but outside the ring. She talk like a champion. She walk like a champion. She fight like a champion. And like I say, she gamble on herself. She got big confidence on herself. She went over there in this girl's backyard. She fought that girl when she was just a baby. She paid for her own pay-per-view. I mean, that girl's tremendous. She's tremendous. And, like I say, boxing ain't new in women's boxing. You had Christy Martin start paving the way for it. You got Layla Ali, So, they've been steady progressing. You had Lucille Riker. It got a lot of great girls. The 1970s, the girl had world champions. So shout out to them women, And like I say, but as far as Clarissa, she did her thing last night, and 3-time undisputed. Is that what they said? I thought she was a unified champion, but she's a 2-time undisputed, 3-time. Dodie, what's good? I'm in the middle of my show. What's happening?
Okay, sir, you're on the podcast line.
I'm on the podcast. I was just checking in with you. I'll call you when I get off. All right. Okay. Shout out to my boy Doe. Appreciate you, family. Okay, like I say, but she's a pioneer in the sport, and she's doing tremendous things. And what else can I say? Them girls fought an entertaining fight. Both of them, Savannah Marshall and Clarissa Shields. So, like I say, you got the little ones coming up. You got the little ones coming up like a baby bug. You understand? If going to watch Instagram, watch Baby Bug, tap into my young girl. You know, her and her father. It's like $1 million baby type thing. You know, she already 12. I think she got 12 national championships. You know, she ranked number 1 at about 100 pounds or something. But anyway, like I say, she's a young stud coming up, female, you know, fighter coming up. And like I say, she got these girls to look up to, and they only gonna get better. You know, I remember we was watching some girls, man, way back in, man, Bud was in the ringside about 119. Some girl from St. Louis, man, I don't know what her name was, but she looked better than some of them fellas, man. Sharp. So like I say, the girls, you know, they putting on. Michaela putting on. Alicia Baumgardner putting on. Them girls put on hell of a show last night. Baumgardner, boy, she was sharp. So like I said, you know, good things for the girls. Your boy Mopo says, I'm in here. Said I'm here, man. T Skew says, what's up, Bernie? Timothy Stoddy, what'd he say? Timothy Stoddy says, Wilder said these promoters be stealing and they don't even get insurance on these fighters. Probably true. Now, you know what? I got a little beef with Deontay Wilder. In this sense, too. This is what I wanted to say, too, because he was on Breakfast Club the other night and other day. And, you know, shout out to the Breakfast Club. And I was listening to Deontay Wilder. And listen, I'm not a hater, man. I love my people and I love fighters and I love, you know, and this and that. Now, hell, I wasn't no world champion, right? Nowhere close. But like I say, this man talking about he deserved to go in the Hall of Fame, and I don't agree with that. This man said, this is what he said. I tried to call up that Breakfast Club so fast. That man said he done stuff in the Hall of Fame in the heavyweight division that none of the greats in the heavyweight division didn't do. I don't agree with that. Like I say, Deontay Wilder accomplished some great things. Like I say, coming from nothing, not a big amateur background, started boxing late, to be the heavyweight champion and got them defenses. And none of them fights is easy, but them fellas had big litters to pick from. Them mans was in epic fights. Had tremendous skill set too at the same time, not just one punches and not, them guys kind of was nondescript at Deontay Wilder fought. So, but like I say, as much as he is with the people, I love his confidence, but I think it's over. I don't want to say narcissistic. I don't want to say it's, and the thing that ran off with me, Deontay Wilder, like I say, I see all my people loving Deontay Wilder, and you can love him everything you want. But I fell off from him a little bit when he accused everybody, when he made all the excuses about losing that fight. Now, I don't know if that was true. I don't seem like it was true because I didn't think that I don't think that Mark Breland would do that, but he went from 1,000 excuses. He went like conspiracy theorist, So Deontay Wilder, you got a little something about him, and he always talking too much. You sound like almost like Gates, just say anything, I think what he say, he's like a psychic or something. I don't know, man, all that. But anyway, Deontay Wilder came back last night, and he what he gonna do? I don't know, but I wish him good things going forward. He didn't accomplish plenty of things in the sport, but the fight last night, that wasn't no hell of a knockout. AJ64 says Spit Bucket Bernie. Cold-blooded. Just got off the game with Bud an hour ago. Nice. Yeah, the kid over there chilling, man. He's still working, man. The kid, I couldn't tell you what's going on with that. But, the kid's still working. Timmy Stoddy says, Chillville, I think and hope we get Bud versus Spence on January, February, and I got Bud beating Spence by unanimous decision in 10 or 12 rounds. Okay. We still making predictions, And like I say, you gonna keep watching. Look, we waited on Mayweather's for 5 years. We quit on both of them fights. We said forget both of them. We don't care about the fight, but as soon as they did, we watched the fight. And the fight on first hand was not what we expected, but if you rewatch the fight, it was a pretty good fight. It was a pretty interesting fight. Trey Bowman says Ness want the fake. Ness don't want nothing. Ness is the police. Yes, Ness is the police. That's public knowledge. Ness is the police. Ness is Wendy Williams, and Ness is the police, and Ness is sad and pathetic. Okay, DT, what he say? Bernie, we can't call Plant pillow hands no more. He put boy to sleep. I never thought Caleb Plant was pillow hands, man. But I think Caleb Plant got a good, excellent. I really was truly expecting him to do better with Canelo. I truly was expecting him to do better with Canelo. I really thought he had a super better chance to beating Canelo. But Canelo, I don't know, just beat him to death and knocked him out, man. That was cold-blooded, man. And they talking stuff about Canelo. Man, Canelo tough. Chillville, I appreciate you, family. Mac World says, Team Crawford, you know it. What the kid doing? I don't know where he at. He was just at a concert or something. He living in life. Went to go see Mary J. Blige or something. I don't know. Kid doing his thing. Hobus 575 says, Louisiana checking in the building. Boosie Country. Luke Colazo says, what's up, Bernie? Shout out to the crew. My boy Steve Penn says, did you miss me? Come on, man. Somebody else said that. Somebody else, they take it, they listening, they hearing me. What up, Timothy, stupid mayor? Don't talk about my girl like that. Don't talk about my girl like that. She a warrior. She's a warrior. She's a warrior. She's a warrior. What'd he say? Bernie with no white tee on this. Bernie, this is about to be a classic. Hey, man, I went to church today, man. I put on me a decent shirt. I put me a little pinky ring on, you understand? Put me a couple of lemon heads in, and I got a fade, you understand? Come on, man. I don't want to look dusty all the time. Okay. Appreciate you, though. Kenny Boxer says, what's up, Bernie? Appreciate you, family. DT's plan has to see Charlo or Benavidez next. I agree. Like I say, if you want to get – listen, if you want to get noticed in this sport, you got to do something to take the world by storm. You can't just penny ante and get noticed. It ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. Listen, that's like I was trying to tell these guys. That's why Bud ascended so fast, because after he fought, he used his momentum, beating Ricky Burns and fought Gamboa. Now, listen, if he would have fought a nobody, somebody else, he wouldn't have got Fighter of the Year. He wouldn't have got Fighter of the Year. They wouldn't have gave him Fighter of the Year for beating Ricky Burns and then beating, let's say, Sanabria. Not Sanabria per se, but a Sanabria. He wouldn't have got that. Bring his first title defense at home against an opponent, say a Sanabria type opponent. He wouldn't have got Fighter of the Year. You got to take big risks if you want all that. You got to take big. Listen, Sugar Ray Robinson couldn't get no fights. He fought Jake LaMotta at 160, and he was a 47-pounder and turned pro at 39. Like I say, you got to take big risks. Mayweather fought Gennaro Hernandez in this 18th fight, who was a great established champion. Might be on a decline, but never lost that junior lightweight. You understand? Come on. You got to take risks to get noticed, You got to take them risks to get noticed, You got to take risks. Just like I want to give a shout out to AB. AB used his momentum. He went from 35 to 47. Nobody had did that since Shane Mosley when he fought De La Hoya. He jumped from 35 to 47. He used off his momentum. Henry Armstrong said, listen, not only is I'm going to win the featherweight championship, but I'm going to win the lightweight championship and the welterweight championship. Because who is up there? Joe Louis. How I'm going to get noticed and we got Joe Louis up there knocking everybody out? I can't. I got to do something extra special. I got to do something out the box. You understand? All right. Okay. You understand? Now, look, is y'all following me? Is you following me? Is you following me? Chillville says, Bernie, I can't believe you think Marsha won. I didn't say she won, but I think it was a closer fight and it could have went either way. No Lie says, I thought Marsha won too, but I wasn't mad at it. It was a close fight. Come on now. It says Gary Russell got his ass beat up. Antoine, I didn't see that. It was Antoine? I didn't know if Antoine Russell fought. I don't know. I seen he was about to fight. Did he lose? I don't know. I have to look it up. He says, AJ says, Bernie ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. You can tell that. Man, y'all be killing me, man. He says, all our people did good. Great night of boxing for real. You ain't lying about that. We did. We did. In this climate, we all came out with the victory. And like I said, I truly believe, that her athleticism is what pulled her through. Baumgardner, that's what pulled her through. Her athleticism pulled her through to win that fight. I mean, I was truly impressed with her. I promise I was. Michaela, like I say, that's my girl. That's family. But I was truly impressed with Baumgardner, the way she, her ring generalship. And then when she stayed in the pocket and she flurried, she used her hand speed, man. And when she couldn't punch or something, she stayed out the way and she did a little pizzazz. She stepped around. She looked like she was controlling things. She looked like she was the more relaxed person in control. And I think that's what ultimately, and even after Michaela made a surge and had her hurt and backing her up and everything like that, and she didn't know what to do, she found, shout out to Tony Harrison, did a great job motivating her and getting her out there to get the job done. So, like I say, it was a hell of a night, and I want to give her super shout out. I think that fella got the fight of the night. Caleb Plant, I would give him knockout of the night, and I would give Baumgardner fighter of the night. I would give Baumgardner outstanding fighter of last night. I promise. I believe that. I would give her the fight outstanding fighter last night. Rico W says fire weekend, wasn't it? DT says Haney ain't got no power at all, but wants to move up to 140. Well, like I say, again, I didn't even say. Bradley said the same thing, and I had already said that. Like I say, if he ain't hurting nobody and stopping nobody at 35, who he gonna stop at 40? But maybe them extra 5 might give him a little bit more power and everything like that. And he's like I say, he is young, and he might start getting his man straight for about 24, 25. Like I say, the sky's the man got the world in his hands, and he got all the tools to do what he need to do. It's just paying attention to those things. That's what I'm saying. Start being more attentive. What you do good already then got you this far. But now, how can you improve? Like I say, how can you improve? You went from, I can't say it enough. And he's successful. I can't say nothing about it. I mean, how can I say it? Like I say, but learning to fight in the pocket, not falling over with your jab, not tying up so much, different things like that he could work on. They keep talking about his jab is awesome, but I don't think it's that awesome. It's effective, but I don't think it's that awesome. I don't think it's the everything, the end, the be all. Somebody gonna get past that jab, and I don't think they're gonna get past that jab. Okay. So what we got? 84 people in. I need 84 likes, 84 subscribes. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, share button, all that good stuff, man. I appreciate everybody in the chat. You know who it is, man. You know what it is. It's yours truly. It's Barry the Boxer. Okay. Hey, he says he will beat your ass. I'm sure he would. I bet he would beat my ass. I wouldn't put it past Devin Haney that he could beat my ass. I wouldn't put it past him because I'm living like a king over here. Hell, I hardly don't train. I don't hit the rope. I don't do nothing. And you know what? As I sit here and say that, I truly don't believe that. I swear to God, I truly don't believe that. As I'm sitting here and say that, I would get past you. I ain't worried about that. But I swear to God, I don't think so. Because you know what? I kick boxers' ass. A boxing motherfucker can't whoop me. You can't outbox me. I'm one of the baddest boxing fellas you ever gonna meet, sir. I'm one of the baddest boxing fellas you ever gonna meet. Now, if you say he's pressuring me, he throw a lot of punches and, he's swinging from all angles and stuff like that. Now, yeah, I say he gonna give me a lot of trouble. Strong, he probably gonna give me a lot of trouble, especially when I was a little younger. But not even then, this time, because I know how to go to the body real hard, and I'm strong for my weight. So, as you say that, I would say that because I be chilling, that Devin Haney will beat me. He training his life out every day. But talent-wise, that motherfucker can't beat me, and I'm done talking about it. Talent-wise, that motherfucker can't beat me, and I swear to Jesus about that. Talent-wise, that motherfucker can't beat me. All right. Cynical. What'd he say? Usyk ain't gonna run at Wilder with his chin in the air. Wilder knocked out a bum. He's a great bum smasher. Like I said, Usyk ain't gonna do that. And like I said, I when I watched the fight, I was not impressed with that knockout. It was sloppy and trash. It was sloppy and trash. Now Deontay Wilder, like I say, I love Deontay Wilder, but he talked too much. He talked too much, and sometimes that shit, he just be sounding. He don't. To me, it just sounds like a bunch of bullshit sometimes. I swear I don't know what it is. And I love him and I appreciate him as a brother. But sometimes he just be talking a lot of bullshit. Sometimes he just be talking a lot of bullshit. Just say anything. Just say any damn thing. And it drives me nuts. Okay. Fury style too much water. Fury just has his number. Okay. I said, your mom is not the sharpest tool in the shit. Don't worry about it. I got them. Listen, I got people here that talk stuff to me, but they love me. Like I say, they love me and they know what I'm saying is true. Listen, somebody called me Charleston White. Now, like I say, now that's wrong. Now that's wrong. But if I'm telling the truth, I'm telling the truth. I tell the truth. Macworld, what are you talking about? Earl Spence fans, appreciate y'all for tuning in and supporting the channel. Keep it coming. You know what it is. You know who it is. What'd he say? Sosa Bucket says, man, fuck that Usyk and Wilder shit, bro. What's up with y'all, Crawford and Spence? I couldn't tell you. But like I say, so I was watching a thing. I was watching Andre Ward got interview or somewhere. Blue Blood Sports did an excellent piece on it, and I still didn't get the chance to watch it. Well, he was talking about Al Haymon being greedy. Well, look, if Andre Ward is saying it, he kind of been in the mix with all the big people, where we gonna go? I mean, they trying to do the kid bad. I mean, they trying to do him every single which way. I can't, so what can I say like that? It's utter disrespect. And then, you know what? Like I said, I don't care. I'm nobody. And y'all can talk all that stuff you want. But listen, if they edited that Mayweather interview, I mean, Mayweather gets on my nerves too. I'm so sick of Mayweather's. Like, man, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. What was he? Shut up. Damn. Shut up. I know you got money. And we all know that you made great business moves. And we all know you was a killer in that boxing ring. But shut up. Like I say, I put that post up that man said. He said, if you got to know when to close out. You got to know when to shut it down. A dancer must know when to leave the stage. Come on. Leave the stage, Mayweather. I swear to God, listen to that man talk about, they switched and talk about what he said about Crawford and Spence. And since I know he with Al Haymon, and I'm just like everybody else, I wanted to listen to what he had to say too. Maybe he said something, because folks in my comments keep talking about Mayweather said he didn't announce it, and he got to announce it, and Mayweather got something to do with it, and he want to be part of it, and all this stuff. So I'm listening to what they say. Maybe it could be true. So I listened and click on what Mayweather said. Man, I know I be losing my place and be rambling, but Mayweather was going on and on about nothing. About nothing. And then he came and talked about himself. Man, shut up. If you ain't telling us about the goddamn fight, shut up. Damn. I swear to God. So anyway, I don't know. And man, all them people, man, what they trying to do, I couldn't tell you. They ain't trying to make the fight. That's what this was happening. They ain't trying to make the damn fight. Now, like I say, it ain't necessarily Errol Spence. It ain't necessarily Errol Spence. I believe he want to fight, but the powers that be ain't trying to make the fight. That's just what it is from what all I heard and how we putting it together. They ain't trying to make the damn fight. I swear to God, they ain't trying to make the fight. Chilville says, seems like the female boxers have more balls than the men. Well, first of all, the females have to do that because, again, they're trying to get noticed. So you got to put on huge matchups to get the attention. You got to get the huge matchups to get attention. First, Christy Martin was fighting on what's the fella's undercard, Mike Tyson undercard, and she was very popular. Christy Martin was very popular, but she didn't have no nemesis to fight. Layla Ali didn't do us no favors by not fighting Ann Wolf and Lucia Riker girl. Layla Ali didn't fight nobody. You know, like I say, she keep coming up and everything like that. And I know she was Muhammad Ali's daughter. And Muhammad Ali was the greatest thing since sliced bread. But she wasn't. And the grandson ain't. And the grandson ain't. She wasn't that. But, you know, like I say, she got a lot of respect for her name and she could fight pretty decent. She was okay. And she did advance women's boxing forward. And I give her credit for that. But was she a hell of a fighter? Hell no. Hell no. And she didn't do shit in the way of making them fights with the other girls because, like I say, that would have been on the biggest payday for them being there. I don't know. She can say whatever she want to say. But Clarissa Shields even got on her ass about that. But anyway, I'm just talking little stuff. I'm just saying, you know. But my point was this. You got to make the huge fights with the girls because women boxing is lacking. You know, it's just not. But I was very impressed. Now, I want to say that. Most times I'm not impressed. But I did like the action. I did like the intriguing matchup with the girls. They was top-notch girls. You could see that. Clarissa Shields been fighting great opponents. Them girls that she fought could actually fight. And, you know, wasn't nothing else to do. You know, watch good boxing. They good girls, good fights, and that's what we need to put on. Like I say, if you listen to what I said, you got the girls coming up just like that. So they practicing too. You see that them girls looked good. Did you see the uniforms they had on? Oh, man, you see how good they look? Oh, man, come on. Them girls looked good. Now, who you got? You got them same ones, just like everybody want to have tassels. Everybody want to have look like AB, look like Mayweather's. The girls is coming on, too. They putting on is going to be coming on right behind them. You know how it is in these days and times. You know how many in these days and times. So, like I say, you know, keep on moving forward. And I was happy with the same situation. Like I say, as long as they got quality boxing, I'm watching it. And a girl got fighter of the night from me. Baumgardner got fighter of the night from me. Y'all tell her she got fighter of the night from me. All right. What do you say? Alicia got blessed. She did not win decisively. Now they both didn't go out at one after one. They didn't go after each other in the last round, but I thought she won. Julio G, what do you say? Wilder ain't fucking with Usyk. You know, but he in line for the championship. He in line for that championship. Well, no, wait. Tyson Fury got the WBC. So he going to be the mandatory for WBC. Either way, it's still a good fight. You know, I wouldn't say, you know, Wilder, could you tell that was on pay-per-view? Did they say they paid $80 for that? $80? They sticking people up with it. Mayweather make fun of that. This is going to be a legal stick up. $80 for that? It wasn't worth it. Well, Plant saved him. Deontay Wilder, what knockout was terrible. Chillville, a draw with who? What'd I say? Who wasn't? What wasn't a draw? What? Trayvon Bowman, what'd he say? Hit the like button. Do it, like the Godfather say. Shy said had two female boxers that quick went undisputed for America. I don't understand. But listen, Clarissa Shields, 3-time undisputed. 3-time undisputed Clarissa Shields, that's 3 times. Like I say, she ain't gonna get a lot of credit because she ain't a fella, you know. And I'm talking about Bud doing that. Man, this girl already done it. 3-time undisputed. But they put them belts up quick like nothing. It's easier for them to do. It is easier for them to do, but nevertheless, she did accomplish that. You know, she done cleaned out the division, three different divisions. And what can I say? You know, I mean, you know, another thing, you know, with these women, you know, the managers got to do better positioning. You know, managers got to do a better job, and put the girl, get them somewhere. The girl, they get, like I say, for his personality, you got to put these girls in positions because they're human beings. When you see them human, that's when the people gonna love them. Not when they way up there and untouchable. You got to put them in human situations so people can see that they bleed just like you. You understand? I don't know. Steve Penn, tell him what to do. Tell him what to do. He says hit the like button. You understand? Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the share button. You feel me? Okay. I'm getting to a couple more questions, man, and I ain't got too much. I'm just super impressed with the boxing that's happened this weekend. And I want to get them girls a super shot. Like I say, I can't stop talking about it enough. Hell of a fight. Hell of a fight. What did he say? What did DT say? Kambosos is a classy fighter, but Kambosos is a classy fighter by a better boxer with no power. Now, like I say, them punches hurt. Devin hurt. Them punches hurt. But it isn't enough to keep a guy coming after you. No. He ain't really stopping nobody in their tracks like that. You understand? Because Kambosos was trying. Kambosos was doing the best that he could. And Devin was moving smooth on him and ducking. And that's nothing. Like I say, Devin gets on my nerves with that. Like I say, stop ducking your damn head down. Stop doing that. Looking sloppy. I don't like that. With your head down and all. Stop having them stop even letting them do that. You should be in a position where you're using your elbows and touching him in. Come on. You getting your hair put all that. Stop doing that. That's the shit I'm talking about. I ain't say that you can't fight. I didn't say that you wasn't good. I ain't say that you ain't got no good jab. I mean, you got some things to work on, but that's the stupid shit that I'm talking about. And did you see that picture that he put up? I'm talking about your post. Look at your post that you put up. Look at that picture that you put up because I follow you on Instagram. Did you see that post? Didn't I tell you to bring your ass with you? Didn't I tell you to bring your ass with you? But look at you. Look at that post. Look at that picture. It's number one. When I'm using that jab, long range jab. But look at his balance. That's the shit I'm talking about. That's all I'm saying. That's the shit I'm talking about. And he posted that dumbass picture. That was a terrible picture. His balance was all wrong. Okay. Mark Penn says Bud should stay busy. I said the same thing. I agree. Stay busy, fight. I agree. But I don't know. When you got the world circulating around you, it's hard to make fights. People don't want to get in the ring unless they get an insurance policy paid. You understand? So I don't know. You just like I say, sometimes you're just too good for your own good. And R says, appreciate you, A. He says Clarissa put hands on her. She could have did it better, but she almost won every round. She was taking it to that girl. You got to go back and watch the fight again, Bernie. I watched the fight. And I wanted to say this too. Like I say, and I love Clarissa. I appreciate her. But she ain't getting no better. She not getting no better. She threw all head punches. She barely went to the body. Oh, my soul. Hold on. Did you see, baby girl? I don't want to get in trouble here. I do not want to get in trouble. But did you see Alicia with the hook to the body and the hook to the head, or the hook to the head and the hook to the body? Did you see the combination that she ran on that girl? Nasty. Clarissa Shields always look sloppy, never look put together. She don't really have no form, but she's active and she throw them punches, So I give her a big credit. But Clarissa Shields don't impress me. She impressed me by winning the fight, but she don't impress me to watch her fight. Clarissa Shields don't do nothing good like that to make me watch her fight, except she bring the fight. But she ain't knocking nobody out. She's swinging like she punches so hard, but she ain't hurting nobody. You know what I'm saying? She didn't really hurt the girl. And I thought the girl fought a good fight. She was tricky looking, and it was a hell of a fight. But like I say, Clarissa, she get mad at me. Y'all get mad at me. But like I say, is she somebody to go? No, she ain't that spectacular. But she's a fucking winner. And that's why you're going to sign her up, because he's a 2-time gold medalist, because now she's a 3-time undisputed champion. You understand? She's a 3-time undisputed champion. So I put a lot of respect on her name. Baby girl, don't take it personal. And Haney, like I say, you are the man. Don't take it personal, nephew. You understand? You keep doing, and you use this as fuel to your fire. Learn and fight on the inside. Bring your butt with you. Shorten your hook up. Variate your punches. You understand? Don't let them pull your head down. Be sharper. You feel me? Come on. Uncle Bernie just talking. That's it. I don't mean no harm, family. I don't mean no harm. You doing something right. Else, like they say, would nobody be having nothing to say if you wasn't doing nothing? You doing something right, nephew. Keep working. All right. All right. I don't care about them talking stuff. Listen, Mac, he just be talking. It's just love, family. They, you know what I'm saying? It's just love. They love me, man. They love me, man. But they dare not say it to my face. You could never dare say that to my face. Like I told this one fella, I write down every fella that said something disrespectful. I remember his face. I remember his name. I remember everything about him. So when I see him, I can slap the daylights out of him. You understand? Okay. All right, now listen to this. Listen, man, I'm done playing with y'all, man. I had an excellent time. I appreciate y'all, everybody in the chat, man. Thank y'all for taking y'all time out to listen to the kid, man. Listen, man, when we said we got to get to work tomorrow, it's going to be cold in my town, man. I'm dreading getting up and go to work. But listen, you got to go get that money, man. You got to go to work. The kid got to do what he got to do. Like I say, appreciate everybody in the chat. La D, what's good, Mom? Hey, I appreciate everybody in the chat, man. I can go on and on about boxing, but we can't. You know what I'm saying? Rome wasn't built in a day. We'll talk about it at a later date. And so, like I say, with that, I say, man, I'm gone. I said, I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm gone.